Okay, now for the playing part of the class. Now we're going to look at some information about how to build chords. And if you look over here, you can see um, what's getting strummed. This is your guitar. So this is your tab. They call it your tablature, right? The tablature is, where the strings are. And you know that the strings are numbered string 1, 2, all the way through 6, right? String 1's at the top of this image, string 6 is at the bottom. Just remember that because that helps you to keep organized with how you're going to play the chords. You got to talk yourself through it in order to know where your fingers are supposed to go. That's the whole trick here. So this is our tab. Tab being short for tabla, being short for fingers. Okay, tablature, tablature. What the fingers are doing, what they're reading, what they're seeing, how they're feeling the guitar, that kind of thing. And up here is the stuff we just did, except these notes are a lot lower. So I'm not gonna like ask you about that, but that is on the previous page that we just worked on, and that's something you could work on just to kind of reinforce what you have been learning. But I want to show you the playing part of it for right now, so you can see how you play these chords. So let's build this one right here. Let's build this, we'll call it example, let's call it example 1 right here, example 2, example 3, and example 4. We're going to build example 1 over here so you can listen to what it sounds like, and then we can identify. Here we go. So the 6th string, haha, the 6th string, we'll put it on each one, right? The 6th string on this example number 1 is open. The 6th string on example, the 5th string on example number 1 is covered by the 2nd fret's covered. The 4th string, the 2nd fret's covered. The 3rd string is open. The 2nd string is open. And the 1st string is open. If you look down here, you can see your guitar board, your guitar fretboard, kind of like taking on that shape. Open is of course a cross over here, but it's just showing you where it is. Listen to what it sounds like. That's 2 E minor chords. Those chords are E minor. We'll listen to one more. So that's E minor. Stop it right there for a second. We're just going to identify it as E minor. So on your sheet, now you're looking at your sheet, you can see I have 4 chords there. You have 4 choices. Mark in the one that's E minor on your sheet. The next one is going to be, we're going to build this example number 2. Example number 2 starts with string 6 open. String 5, cover fret 2. String 4, cover fret 2. String 3, cover fret 1. Close that door so it moves outside. String 2 is open. And then string 1 is open. So listen to that sound again. Here comes the next chord. Ready? All these chords are E major. Here from the beginning one time, it started off with E minor, then it goes to E major. Major is the way, and the reason why it's major is because this string went from being open to having the 1st fret covered. Okay? Listen to it from the beginning real quick. Now you play it, right? And we'll rest. Play it again. Now we're going to go listen to this. That's the E major. Now you try it. Good. Then we're going to rest. Try it again. Ready? Go. And that's E major. Look at the shape in the hands. The shape in the hands is what matters there. So pay attention to the shape in the hands, right? The next one now, we're going to build this one out. Let's do it real quick. We see it right here. You see it right here. Number 3 and this measure are the same thing. But let's build it out together so we can listen to what it sounds like. Ready? So 6th string doesn't get played at all. Sometimes you can put an X on that, right? But it doesn't get played at all. We're just, if there's no marking on it, we're just going to leave it alone, right? So string 5 is open. String 4 is fret number 2 covered. String 3 has fret number 2 covered. I'm sorry. String 5 is open. String 4 is fret number 2. String 3 is fret number 2. String 2 is fret number 1. And string 1 is open. So when you listen to that sound, it sounds like this. Listen. Listen one more time. Rest for a second and listen to one more. Good. Now what you want to pay attention to is now the shape. Look right here. This 2-2-1 open thing right here. This 2-2-1. Notice the same shape just shifted up one string. So we kept the same shape. We're not playing this string. We kept the same shape and we created what's called the A minor chord. Alrighty? And if you really want to see what happened with which notes changes, I don't want you to look at that right now because it might get you a little confused. But we took the shape in the hands and we just walked it up one string. Each finger went up one string towards string number 1. So the 2 that was on string 5 went to string 4. The 2 that was on string 4 went to string 3. And the 1 that was on string 3 went to string 2. And that's how you got to the A minor chord. All right, and then the last move we're going to do today, we're going to add one more finger to the mix here. We're going to take what was covering the 1st fret, and we're going to then cover the 2nd fret. So you have 2, 2, 2. Now the fingers you use to do this, I like to use finger 2, 3, and 4. Some people like to use fingers 1, 2, and 3. Whatever allows you to most comfortably cover the 2nd fret on string 4, the 2nd fret on string 3, the 2nd fret on string 2, and then strum from here out, then you'll be having success. And look, we strummed from here out. On this chord, we strummed all the way through, and on this one, we strummed all the way through. Let's listen to what that sounds like, though. Here we go. Take a listen. Here comes the chord. And we have a little rest right here. And the last chord was the same as the one you just did. Good. And that chord's called the A major chord. So now listen to the whole example now. Now you take this information we have right here and plug in the information up here. Look at the shape. You see what's going on here? Find the shape and put the name of the chord in the box. So look at that again. And while we're doing that, let's listen to the whole example. Oh, I covered it up, didn't I? Hold up. And now I made it worse. All right, here we go. Here comes from the beginning. We rested. Now we're going to create the E major. Well, that's the E minor. Now we're creating the E major. Now we're resting. E major again. Now we're going to jump the fingers up one string. Now we're playing the A minor. And we're resting. We're going to play A minor again. We're resting one more time. We'll play A major now. Good, here we go. We're resting, one more A major chord. Yeah, so the idea behind this is Not that that's creating necessarily a song you can play or anything like that, but that's just a way for me to show you some chord pads so that you can then turn around and just be able to, begin to build your chord understandings. And from there, then you'll be able to start building to play songs. You have to have some type of basis to begin. I like to do it that way. And then I want to erase some of these chords so that we can play together through this here and get a feel for it. So here we go. And then we will be ready to go here. Let's do it. All right, so I'll erase that in the background, and we'll try playing through it together as a class. So thank you very much.